Okay, for part one, question one, it asks, name 3 methods for solving quadratic equations. The 3 methods I chose was graphing, finding the square root, and factoring. Okay, the first steps to solving x squared minus 7x plus 10 equals 0 is, first you want to see if you can factor it. Then we see that we can, so what we're going to do is we're going to try to move the x on one side and the numbers on the other side. And so we're going to put in parentheses x minus 2, and then on the other side, when we do to one side, we have to do to the other side, which would be x minus 5, as you can see here. X minus 2 equals 0, x minus 5 equals 0. So you don't want to just leave it as that, so you want to add 2 to this, and also add it, since we added it here, we got to add it to the other side, giving us x equals 2, and doing the same thing over here, giving us x equals 5. The square root, so you wanted us to give another example using a different method, and that first one was factoring, and what I'm doing for this next one, as you can see, is you doing the square root. I'm doing the same exact thing, just in a different method, getting this here, and it's equaling the same thing, x equals 5 and x equals 2. Moving on to part 2. Okay, so it's asking us to define it's asking us, is 4x squared plus 2 minus x minus 3x to the third, is it a polynomial function? I say yes, it is. I say this because all the numbers are whole numbers, all the exponents are whole numbers, and the coefficients are all real numbers. B, f of f squared x equals minus 3x to the third plus 4x to the square minus x plus 2. We're getting all of this numbers, and here, as you can see, is it asking me, I'm getting all of these numbers. And next, you wanted us to draw a sketch of our answer, and here's my sketch as well. As you can see, this is what the b values equaling. After 2 hours, this is what it will be 0.5. After 2 days, I mean, it will be 0.5 hours. Part 2, you had a few questions for us on just defining how we felt for the year. And I would say one of my stronger concepts this year was factoring. I grasped that pretty quick, and that was just something, it's hard for me to explain, but I grasped the concept of what you taught us, and it's easier to do it, and that's just one of my stronger suits I felt for this year. As a student, I would say I am taking better notes. That's what I improved on for the year. And something in need of improvement is becoming more organized and probably focusing more. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And what is something I have experienced and learned from this year, like facing the fact that we had 2 math teachers? I would say that nothing stays the same, and you have to you can't let anything affect your progress and your learning, and you just have to stay motivated and stay focused, and nothing stays the same. Thank you again, Mr. Blinn. Thank you for just giving us your time this year. We appreciate you. Enjoy your summer.